So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So yeah, time for some Super Boss teams, and yeah, I wrote this in a post before that it's very hard to make extra teams for Super Boss since you don't get that many coins. So I have to go in with the mindset that I make the best teams for myself, and it just so happens that I can make the best teams there are, at least known at the moment. You never know what some people have hiding. But yeah, the insane thing with these teams I'll be showing you is that these teams use 5 of the same units on all teams, and the other unit is the same on 2 teams. So basically, it's 8 different units for 3 teams, and we're talking max damage potential. It's actually insane, and it really shouldn't be possible, but it's like the perfect storm with these particular units. So I'm going to talk a bit about what makes this team stand out so much. But yeah, basically, these teams will be doing at least 7 billion against all bosses. And I'll say it right away, for that to be possible, you do need a level 5 Luffy crew. There are some teams where you can use a level 5 Luffy crew as friend captain. There's a great Korean team builder who has done some teams like that. I link that down below. And also, these teams are not ones I made. They are made by a great JP team builder. So I'll link him down below too, so check him out. But yeah, we're going to be abusing the fact that Bone Clay can become any color, and super type any color. And also being able to change class, and being able to change class is pretty key since that's what makes it possible for Ulti and Page 1 to work. See, it's very specific to be able to work with both the Free Spirit side of the team and the Driven Powerhouse side of Ulti and Page 1. But yeah, for now, I think we'll just watch a bit. Koala is mainly doing the color affinity. Monclay has this unique buff too with the space stat boost that doesn't interfere with anyone else. Toki has attack boost and ore boost. And yeah, Straw Hat Crew just doubles all the damage we've done previously. So yeah, 8.2 billion, pretty good. One change I made on this team is add Shark Superb. Since, well, when Bonclay changes the color, the ship starts working, and it is the best ship damage-wise if you use a Strength X or Quick Captain. So it's a pretty weird situation, but I thought I'd spend a little time here talking about why is this team so good, why is it so much better than all other teams. And I think the main way to summarize it is that it's about the best in the business when it comes to compressing roles. Like, all of these units do a lot of very specific things, and somehow there's very little overlap. I'd say that all of them are main players, but the one that really makes this work is Toki, since, well, to be realistic, like, there's 5 colors in the game, 8 classes, lots of combinations, lots of different specials, captain abilities, and like, even if these teams lean towards Free Spirit, like, the main thing is that these are specific units with different colors, but normally when you team build for stuff to do more damage, you need units to share the same color and stack damage. But Toki just breaks that rule. With Toki you can focus on 2 units on the team being the damage dealers. That means you only really have to care about the colors of 2 units. The rest can be whatever works to maximize damage. So that's like the basis. And the units around are basically the best units to support what Toki does. So like ult and page 1, I talked about it before, they are like they do two of the most valuable offensive specials in the game in one unit, like both chain boundary and conditional true immunity. And the conditional is also very strong, 2.25 times. I also want to say about this that int is a bit special, that you can actually stall a lot longer on the turtles since they have 9 HP. So you can actually get the maximum ulti and page 1, which is why against versus int we can get up to 10 billion damage. I don't get it in this video though, because I do screw up a bit final stage, which you'll see. As for Straw Hat special here, the main thing here is that we don't want to carry over the rainbow orb, so need to be a bit careful to try and remove them. The main priority to remove is of course the 2 units getting buffed by Toki. You want to get them 1 orbs. And speaking of 1 orbs, that's what Yamato does. But not only 1 orbs, you also get the big chain boost. You get the increased damage taken that works against all bosses, because none of the bosses have full immunity. And you also have the super type special with the chain multipliers. You are able to stack all the best chain buffs together. So yeah, the mistake I made here is that on this team you do need to change Bond's class to Slasher as well to make him work properly with Roger and Whitebeard's special. Like we only run Roger and Whitebeard for the color affinity here, as well as them being boosted and doing a lot of damage that way. So yeah, that cuts my damage by a lot, but I was still very impressed to see that the team still did over 7 billion damage. But as said, optimally this team should be doing 10 billion, around that. Like it depends a bit on CC and investments as well. But yeah, you never get tired of seeing Luffy Crew, it's so insane. So yeah, just one body left. Can talk a bit about what... I think I already talked about Bomb Clay, but his ability to be so flexible is invaluable. Like, he's really the glue of the team. He's able to hold any team together. Like, basically, what he really does is he allows Alt and Page 1 to shine, as well as having his unique own buff in the base stat boost. But another thing to remember is that this super boss, all of them do super type themselves. So you're basically forced to bring a super type to counteract that. And while we have quite a few super types, we don't have that many. And like it can be limiting to pick a super type, but like Bone Clay gives you any super type you want. He has a guaranteed special that will do something useful with one of the highest base stat boosts in the game and such. And also being able to change class, so he works with a variety of subs. Like on these teams, for example, like 2 of the teams he needs to be Free Spirit, and 1 he needs to be Slasher, and he needs to be Driven and Powerhouse on all of them. And that's a very specific combination, as well as changing to the color you want. And yeah, Luffy Crew, what to say, level 5 Luffy Crew, super stupid. Basically, you take the optimal damage and you just multiply it by 1.2 times, and you get even more stupid damage. See, like all these teams should be doing like basically half the damage they do, but Luffy Crew is a cheat unit, so this particular team could be a bit better. Basically, you're forced to take a hit and we don't get the HP healed back. So Koala won't get her full color affinity. So what I will probably do when I revise this is I'll add a healing support on Luffy. Thankfully the Straw Hat has a lot of good healing support, so it won't be an issue to get the remaining 2000 HP. Rise to remove the special bind. Mr. 3 just to get ult in page 1 special ready. And yeah, I usually just start with one clay, get the right classes and color, make sure there's no mistakes. And yeah, I just do Free Spirit Powerhouse for all of them, but I just need to remember that int needs to be Slasher and Powerhouse. Color Finder from Koala. I also added the Sabo support since 3 damage, and that stacks with base stat boost as well. Yeah, ult in page 1, chain boundary, conditional through full immunity. And then Yamato, and then the super tie specials. So yeah, this will do barely about 7 billion, but I think that if I just made sure that I was at full HP, this should be doing quite a bit more damage, like maybe up towards 7.3 billion, maybe a bit more. But yeah, it will be fun if someone makes even better teams than this. I'll always try and adapt, but I have a hard time thinking of something better myself. I made pretty decent teams myself, like around 5-6 million and such, so... But yeah, I really struggle with Super Boss. It's just not my way of team building. I'm all about doing just enough damage, not about doing too much damage. And yeah, if I played this right, I think I could have killed, but I made some wrong decisions. But yeah, I lack like 1 million damage, I think, which is pretty funny considering the amount of damage we've done. But yeah, that's the video. Remember to check out the other great team builders below. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.